Hey, all you cool cats and kittens. This is the Holographic Sessions, and tonight Isaiah DeVito will be your host. We have a special guest here, but before we get to that, if you don't know what the Holographic Sessions is, it is a show created by artists for artists in our scene to give them a platform to talk about their upcoming projects and to pull the curtains back and give us a little bit more on themselves. Here in the Wave Gang studio, we have the originator of the Holographic Sessions, Dark Ruffalo, on the boards. We also have Medium Frake, Hype Man Wolfie, and Jay Harmony in the building. And then we can't forget the main reason we're all here tonight, a new rising star from the Bay Area, very special guest, Claudia Melo, along with one of her producers, her friend Mark. She recently released her new single Birthday Party, which you can find now on Spotify and Apple Music. And also you can check her out on her website at claudiamelomusic.com. Claudia,
yes,
she got a whole ass website.
Yes, sir.
Claudia, how you doing?
Oh, I'm doing pretty good.
Good. How's your 2000?
It's actually going really well.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Anything special happened this year so far?
Well, I released Birthday Party at the beginning
Hell
of February.
Yeah.
So
That's a big thing. And let me say, Birthday Party is really amazing.
Thank you.
It invokes a lot of emotion. I know from me personally. I was driving, I felt like crying a little bit.
Oh no, I cried while writing. I cried while writing it and recording it. It was.
I can hear the passion in the lyrics. It's a beautiful song. You have an amazing voice.
Thank you.
Great job. How long have you been making music for?
I started like a couple. I want to say in 2018. I didn't get too serious about it until 2019 when I released my first single, Nobody. And I was working with my friend and producer Eric Mejia, so he's been helping me a lot throughout too. So
awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. Walk us through a little bit of your musical process. What do you do when you're getting ready to write a song? Is it just like a pop of inspiration, or do you just kind of like, this is the whole song, I've planned it out and I know what I'm going to be?
So it's different for each song that I've done. I was talking to somebody the other day. It's completely. When I was writing Birthday Party, I had just the melody and the initial lyrics, like the first verse in my head. And when I was with Eric, we were going through Splice, and I was listening to a bunch of guitar loops to figure out which one would be the best. And until I found the right one, and we just kind of took it from there, and then the rest of the lyrics came. And with other songs, I'm like, hey, this, and then I just write over it. So it's a different process for every song, but
makes sense. Along with Mark, is Eric one of your producers?
Yeah.
How'd you guys meet?
We met in high school. So he was a year younger than me. I met him my senior year.
Okay.
And then he told me he was trying to work on music and kind of videography, but we lean more towards music, and so far so good. We've been working together for like 4 years now when it comes to music.
Awesome. How long have you known Mark for?
About like what, 2020? When we took the music business class? Yeah. It was right in the pandemic when everything went to Zoom and online and Canvas and everything. We met in a music business class, and we had a group project together. So we just ended up working together that way, and then he reached out to me about a month or so later, like, hey, you want to come by the studio and work on some stuff? And now always over there.
since you mentioned the pandemic, that's actually one of my next questions is kind of, for a lot of artists, it was a time of struggle. A lot of people didn't really know where to go with what they're doing. Because they can't go do shows. They got to find out different ways. Streaming became a big thing. What did you find was your biggest struggle, and like, what did you kind of do to get around that, to keep pushing on?
I guess just staying motivated, because around that time there was a lot of artists emerging and coming out like, hey, I have this song being written, have this song being released and promoting on TikTok, because TikTok started blowing up around that time too. And I was like, oh, maybe I should try doing that. But then it got really discouraging when all of them would end up like on the For You page, and then I would have maybe 5 views in like 10 days. So
Yeah.
just getting traction, and even now it's still kind of difficult for me. But I'm trying. I'm trying to put myself out there and
Finding all those different
Yeah.
avenues. Where do you kind of see yourself in 5 years as a musician? Are you trying to keep going on with the music, or are you trying to do
Definitely.
something else?
yeah. Oh, I'm just gonna pack my bags. No, I definitely want to. I want to do something with it. I want to be somebody. I want people to know who I am. Like that's my main goal. I want to be the voice for others who can't express themselves, or have that song where someone's like, man, like I couldn't have said it better myself. This really speaks to me. I want to help people. I really want to help people. That's all I just want to do.
That's good, because art is a big help for a lot of people.
Yeah.
It definitely takes them away from whatever they're going through, especially music. Music is definitely one of those biggest avenues for a lot of people.
Definitely.
Their funk. I know for me growing up, I had a lot of depression, and music always helped me. Um, what or who would you say inspired you to really start making music?
I guess it was just there was a couple of people. I guess when I kind of had to push myself mainly, and I was just telling myself, well, if I don't do it, no one else is going to. And I had a really great support system when I was first starting out and recording stuff and releasing things. I have great friends that constantly supporting me. My mom, my boyfriend, he's always telling his family. His family's always like posting and everything, sending group
that's sweet.
texts like, "Oh, hey, Claudia released a song." So it's just my support system, and they definitely keep me motivated. And
That's awesome, because not a lot of people have that support system. A lot of people, again, use music to try to get away from
Exactly.
not having that support. And it's nice to see that some people's families are really standing behind them.
yeah.
Um, do you kind of have a musician you're really passionate about that you would say like kind of shaped your style around, or you've kind of pulled from?
I mean, when I was younger, I definitely, like when Lady Gaga first broke out, and she was kind of, all about accept yourself, love yourself, accept everybody, love everybody. That's how I kind of want to be. I want to be inviting for everybody. I want to be that outlet for everyone. And then just, like, my mom had me growing up on a lot of like 90s pop and early 2000s, so kind of like those artists around that time. I kind of just want to I'm doing what I like. I'm just doing the sounds that I like, what I feel like sounds best. So it's a lot of artists to name, honestly, but
Well, give us a few. Like Lady Gaga is obviously a
Yeah.
big inspiration,
Yeah.
clearly, for what you're doing. All her music, like you said, is very inspirational.
Yeah.
Who else do you kind of feel like you kind of pull from?
the top of my head, I don't know. Honestly. It's just a lot of like the early 2000s pop artists, and then even now some artists. God, I'm blanking on the name.
It's okay. Take your time.
It's a lot. Music is hard. There's a
It
lot of
is.
like there's just so many talented people out there.
Mhm.
So it's just kind of hard to name one, honestly, or name like even two or three, because
Yeah,
just
there's so many things. Mark co-produced "Birthday Party."
yes.
How was that for you, Mark?
It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
They brought in the idea, sit on it, but I just kept listening to it and just here and there. Just kept going.
Awesome. I think Frank might have had a few producing questions he wanted to ask
I
you.
got some producing.
That's
What's your great just like lining beats up? Oh, yeah. All right. Here we go. Can you hear me now?
Yeah. let's run that. Let's run that back real quick.
Let's rewind.
Let's rewind. What was your question again, Frank?
Yeah, what's his DAW of choice?
Oh, my DAW.
DAW of choice.
Like I said, it's Pro Tools, and a lot of the guys that I went to the University of YouTube, so all the guys that I looked up after and saw that they were doing the big things, they were all on Pro Tools, and so that's kind of what I gravitated towards. Back in 2005, I actually bought like Tools 8 or something like that.
Damn.
It came with. It was back when it was Digidesign. I had an
damn.
M-Box, but I got discouraged at that time. I tried to do stuff, and it wasn't coming out like I wanted to. There weren't as many resources as there is now, so I went back into it because I come from the analog world. I play guitars and stuff like that. So as far as Pro Tools replacing your analog desk in a tape machine, that's exactly what it still does for me as far as that goes. But, it's cool for creating some stuff, and I'm old school. I put in MIDI, and then I pull it from analog devices. So that's just how I do it. But anyway, yeah, it's Pro Tools.
I use a 4-track as a preamp.
Nice.
So 2 more questions if that's cool.
Yeah. Then we'll go back to Claudia before she gets going on.
Did you on this song?
Yes, I mixed the whole project.
Oh, nice. Oh, sure.
And mastered.
You don't have to tell us specifically.
Oh, it's okay.
Tell us about your
Oh, vocal chain. My girl just got me a beautiful AKG 414 XL2. And then I got all the stuff to support that, which I got the Atlas stand, the Mogami cable, and I got the Audient ASP 800 preamp, and that gets light piped into my Focusrite. That goes into my Mac Mini.
pretty simple, but it's
Yeah.
very effective.
Yeah.
Because the vocals are.
Oh, thank you. The that preamp's actually kind of badass. Well, I mean, besides her vocal, but yeah, that's the technical side.
we don't have to
Good thing we're recording this, right? I mean, right? Yeah. Okay.
Like notepad.
But last, I know that
Take a
some
note.
of the songs
Write that down.
you splice for some of the vocals.
Oh yeah.
Do you splice in your own? What are your thoughts on?
You know what? I don't. Not that I'm against it at all. I think what they have brought to me is great, and I think it's a wonderful tool that's out there for producers now. But what I do is I think up the part if I have a guitar part or a keyboard part. Luckily for keyboard, you could just mess with the MIDI and and then make it happen. With the guitar, it's not that easy. So usually I think of the part and then I spend 3 or 4 days shedding it and trying to play it good enough to put on record. And then that's pretty much how it goes. And some stuff, if I need, I borrow it. On the rhythm guitars birthday party, a buddy had a Martin that he brought over for the acoustic ones for yeah, exactly. It's that's cool. Thank you. Shout out Lucas Sanchez.
Shout out Lucas.
Shout out Lucas Sanchez. Lucas.
Yeah, dude. Thanks for.
Thank you, Mark.
Oh,
Appreciate
no problem.
that.
Thank you.
Mark.
Thank you.
Killed it on those producing. Tip your producers, people. All right, back to Claudia. Were you always a vocalist, or did you ever play an instrument growing up or anything?
I was always singing as a kid.
Always singing?
Music was always a big thing in my family. And so I think I was always just kind of humming and singing as a kid. I always wanted to, do music.
Mhm.
I think it was when I was 5 years old, America's Got Talent first started airing.
Okay.
I'm that young. 2005, I was 5. Wow. But I think it was during that time I was I really want to do this. This is what I want to do when I grow up. And so throughout the last 17 years since then, I've just been focusing on performing. I took choir in high school, middle school. And I also act a little bit too. So that's
Oh, really?
yeah. So it's I kind of do a little bit of both, but right now I'm focusing more on the music. And yeah, it's just my biggest passion in life right now.
Have you done anything acting wise yet?
Oh yeah. Not anything big, but theater has definitely been a big part of my life.
That's cool.
I kind of stepped away from it in the last 2 years since the pandemic cuz
It's hard to get on stage when
Yeah.
nobody's
Well,
coming to the theater.
Not even that, but everything was online when we transitioned into that. So we did an online production of Romeo and Juliet
Ooh.
through Zoom. It was the shittiest production
I
I have ever been in.
Let me tell you what. I can't blame you. Zoom is not the best.
I mean, it was a really good show for what we had. However, it just didn't make sense to have Romeo and Juliet on Zoom. Like,
yeah.
Lady Capulet popping in another window and Juliet's in another window. Like, oh my god, Juliet's
wait.
dead.
That's
And
how
she's
it was?
That's exactly
Everybody was at their own homes and on their own
Yeah.
Zoom screen?
Yeah. That's exactly how we did it.
For the delay, start your live.
Is this on, like, YouTube or
No.
anything somewhere?
No.
'Cause I actually
God.
kind of want to try to watch that.
No,
That's
I don't think it exists anymore.
All right. Well, that's cool to know that you were an actor you're acting actually still every once in a now again.
Yeah.
When we were talking earlier, you said that your first real live performance was at church. Walk us through that. How did that go? How'd that come about? What happened?
Well, before that, it was like middle school solos and everything. And then I think one time when I was 5, I had a single line solo on my kindergarten graduation. But I was a worship leader for a couple years, maybe like 3 years from 15 to 18. And so that was a big part of my life for a while. And that really helped me stay connected with music. But I wasn't really able to do my own thing because it's kind of frowned upon, like the whole secular music thing. So
just a little bit.
I couldn't really do my own thing without them saying, "Hey, no, you can't do this. You can't have that. You can't post this. Can't post that. Can't say this on the internet. Can't say this in a song. You have to."
All that censorship.
Yeah. So it was definitely hard to kind of be myself, and I felt like for a while I was kind of holding back who I really am, and how I want people to see me. For that image, that goody church image. And I'm still spiritual. I believe in God and everything, but it was just the church scene was it was just toxic.
It is, yeah. What kind of made you, I guess, switch out from trying to do, like, what was the straw that broke the camel's back, essentially, that you were just like, I need to start doing my own thing. This is not making me happy.
Well, it wasn't by choice. They just kind of fizzled me out.
Oh, they just kind of like, get out of here.
Yeah, it's they were just kind of like, well, I reached out to pastor and I was like, hey, I'm kind of struggling with my mental health, and he's like, oh, well, it's not really a good influence on the younger youth in our ministry. So I was just, I just kind of,
yeah, it's not,
that was that.
You definitely don't want to be a place where they don't respect your mental health. And, and unfortunately, like I'm Catholic and I believe in God as well, so like I totally get it, but I'm not the kind of person that goes to church and like do church stuff. Even when I was a kid, I wasn't like a choir boy or like the communion boy or whatever the fuck he was called.
Altar
boy. Didn't do that either. I never really got pushed too much into doing the church thing. I think it was kind of like my parents were just, that's not really for our son. Jay in the back.
So did you start?
One moment, Jay. If you could just repeat your question.
Sorry, big
please.
words.
Oh, I'm sorry.
confusing us.
Okay, I was because you said like at first like it was about mental health, and that's what made you switch to the type of music you do. So I said like, was it more like on a cathartic level, like you started doing it because it's like, okay, now it's like you can breathe now and you can express yourself. Was that more like
Definitely, because I didn't start writing. I was writing my own music, yes, but I wasn't doing anything about it. I wasn't recording it. I wasn't like showing anybody. I was just writing it in my own room. Had my little songbook, my
like a
ukulele.
diary?
Yeah, basically. And I would just play like some chords on my ukulele, and that would be it. So it wasn't until like 2019 when I started working with my other producer Eric. And we were just recording in his room, and that's kind of where it all started.
It's cool. Yeah. It's cool. Was it just like, oh, go ahead.
No. That's the follow-up question.
Oh, yeah. Well, I guess was it you guys were just hanging out and you guys just decided, you decided to tell him like, hey, I've been writing this down, or if has Eric always kind of known you wrote stuff down and.
Yeah, he's always known I've been like musical and everything, and then he started making beats on his own, and I was like, hey, let's work together if you don't mind. He's like, yeah, for sure, come over, I have all this stuff at home. And since then we've just been improving as we go too, because he wasn't I'm not gonna lie, his beats at the time were kind of shitty, but
His beats weren't the best
No.
at first, but
Um,
everybody starts somewhere, you know.
But yeah, we started with Nobody's Favorite, and that was my first ever that I released. And
Y'all started with Nobody's Favorite?
Yeah, that was my first
Wow.
song.
That was your first song?
That was the
Wow,
first song I
that
ever
sounds pretty
released.
refined.
Yeah.
Damn.
How long did it truly take you to make that song?
It took us a couple months because I just kept second guessing
That's
my
dedication.
vocals and everything, and certain sounds. I was like, this doesn't fit. I kept recording the same vocals every now and again. And we had another guy come in as well that I met at the church, and he
Mhm.
was also kind of more into what we were doing as opposed to being a part of the worship team, and he kind of took his own path as well.
Yeah.
And so he had a little bit of invoice on that. His name's Sean. Sean, if you're watching
Shout out
this,
Sean.
shout
Shout
out
out
Sean.
Sean.
Shout out
Scoble.
Sean.
Shout out Sean.
But yeah, it was Nobody's Favorite was definitely a step in the right direction for me, and it's only going up from there now. So
Well, that's awesome.
So you said that you play uke.
yeah,
Did you play ukulele on
good ones.
Good Ones?
Yes.
You did?
You did?
I was just telling them that was my favorite song off
Oh,
the
really?
EP. Yeah,
And,
that's
That's
super
and I
dope.
think you said it
honestly-
was because of the ukulele.
Because it was- yeah,
It's
that's
the
super dope.
saddest song I've ever.
Yeah, it's sad as hell. I was like,
You really
damn.
invoke a lot of emotion in all your songs.
I'm bummed out too.
Like,
You did? Oh, you must have been.
I showed my girlfriend your stuff, and she was just like, "This is how old is she?" I was just like, I told her, I was like, "Man, like this is amazing for your age. Like you really have such a mature voice."
Yeah, you hurt early because
Who
I'm like,
hurt
damn,
you?
So many.
I'm hurt, but I'm old as hell. You know what I mean?
we're like getting PTSD from
Yeah.
high school and shit.
I mean,
Vietnam flashbacks we didn't even know we still had.
I make so many jokes about like my traumas and all that shit. So everybody looks at me like, "Are you okay?"
self-deprecating jokes.
And I'm just
are-
like, yeah, I just didn't have a dad growing up, so I mean, it's all good. Like,
you and Frank have a
Just
lot
kidding.
in
He came.
common.
I love you, pops. I know you came back, man. I appreciate you.
oh no, mine didn't, but it's fine.
Shit.
I blocked mine on every platform.
Damn it! Ain't that story about a bitch?
It's about a dad.
Shout out my moms.
Shout out moms
Shout out
everywhere.
moms.
Shout out moms
Shout out
everywhere.
moms. Shout out all moms everywhere sticking it out. Appreciate all of you. Did you have one more, Frank?
No, it doesn't.
Okay.
Great song.
Oh yeah, pass
The no dad comment got him.
Just around.
Got him.
Could you describe your music just using adjectives like sad, deep,
Give him
dark?
3
like-
adjectives.
Literally sad.
That's
Um,
that.
Mellow, like MELLOW.
Oh.
Fucking bar.
Oh.
Her last name,
Um,
It's a play on
Last
words. It's
one. I can't. I'm not sure how to think about the third one.
a real.
Haven't thought that far. Yeah, I guess I would say real. Yeah, real, unique, from the
Melancholic
thought provoking.
at times, I guess.
Okay, yeah.
Harbor. Yeah, wait, melancholic.
Melancholy. That's sad. She already said that.
Melancholic.
It's it's funny because every time I go to Mark's studio, I'm like, you're not gonna believe this. The next one I have is sad, and that's just.
Says it with the most happiest voice. It's sad.
I was like, all right, let's see how we can make the happiest sounding song. Let's see how we can make the lyrics the most depressing thing.
I'm convinced she's just trying to make me cry at this point. Like,
Oh no,
She's trying to make the whole world cry.
yeah.
I'm like, bring it. I grew up with '90s grunge.
It's like I
we
can
can
take
get
it.
deep.
Hurt
It's all
me.
good. Let's do it.
Like recording good ones, holding back a tear.
Starts birthday party, starts weeping. No.
And we have a couple of other projects we're working on right now too.
Oh, awesome.
And that have actually made me cry when we hear it back. I'm like, am I okay? Like I need to check on myself sometimes. Like,
You call up your therapist. I made another sad song.
it's like-
This one really hurt me. Could you give us a little? Oh, I'm sorry.
I was gonna say something from the chat.
Yeah.
Gumboy 2000 says favorite mellow song.
Oh, yeah.
oh,
What's your favorite mellow song?
like MELO or MELO?
MELO.
Like me,
Like
okay.
yo joints.
Yo songs.
Back then is definitely one of my favorites because it was the one that I really took the lead on with Eric, and that was the first one that I really had a say in what went on in the song. And I was the one that mainly produced it. He just mixed it, and I was the one putting everything together. And re-recording every vocal. So I'm really proud of that one. That's probably my favorite right now.
Okay. What do you think? Since you really put a lot of dedication and time into these songs, Lord knows I never did that with my stuff, and I probably should have.
Oh, birthday party took maybe like how many months?
Yeah, I was about to say, how long did it take? What was the longest song for you to make?
We started that last year.
Oh my
Yeah,
gosh, I don't even know.
it was like May or June of last year. November,
Say
October,
December,
November. Yeah,
Wow.
something like that.
and we didn't release it until February. So
Well,
I was
I mean,
hesitant. I was
there-
like, I need the right artwork. I want to like record some videos, and I never got the right videographer, so I just kind of
And
I-
timing's real too.
yeah.
You know, like doing it at the end of November is not always the best. and
exactly.
Some
But I was just like, you know what, fuck it, I'll just release it now. Might as well.
Yeah.
It's
I even had to change at the last second. I'm like, here's a revision.
every time
You
he'd be like,
choose whichever master you want.
he'd be like, it's done. Wait, never mind. I have something else I want to add. And it was like 5 mixes later. It's like, all right,
there was
it's
weeks of
done.
that, too.
there was weeks of that. Yeah, give us a little bit
There
of
was a
background
couple
for
weeks
you,
of that. There was like, oh, what do you think of this? She's like, oh, okay, it's great. I'm like, okay, hold on, I just thought of something else. So like,
I'd be
I'd
like-
email, okay,
like,
let me
Mark,
let me
how
send you
much
another
better?
bounce. Oh, that's great, perfect. Okay, hold on a second. Now, and then there's slide guitars, and then there's other, and then I don't know if you can hear it, but there's a cabasa. I'm a percussionist, so I have all these little toys around. I just got a cabasa. I could use that on the sides, and like you just, I don't know. And then I was like, okay, that I gotta stop. Like there's a point, there's a point where it's like, okay, enough.
It's like, all right.
I've done too much now.
Yeah, yeah. Well, yeah. Hopefully, it doesn't get to that point. But I would send her all these. We'll Google Dropboxed it, but I would send her all
Yeah.
these revisions, and she's like, "Okay, I think it's done." And then finally, she's like, "Hey, dude, like, I think it's done."
I was like, I think, because every time I was like, it's so good. Like this, I don't know how it can get any better than this. And it just got better.
It just tweaks just a
Every
little
time
bit
I'm
of
like,
it.
holy shit. Like,
I
what
just
else?
thought
can
of stuff in the
Yeah, good work, man. Good work.
Thank you.
now instead of I've been coming to him with more projects that we're actually doing from scratch, so we're not taking any samples or anything. I'm giving him the ideas and like I'm singing him the melody, and he's just taking it and running with it, and it's fucking amazing so far.
Start with the chord
I'm
progression.
so
and then
excited.
Go from
That's
there.
awesome.
I'll have to admit, her songs make it really easy to write too, as well. Like they're really good, and so all I'm doing is try to justify the song. You know what I mean? Just like because I have to get up to her level, and she actually helps me do that. It's like, oh shit, Claudia's coming today. I gotta make sure
Which
she's
makes
coming
you
on
better in the
Tuesday. I
end.
better make sure I got some updates or whatever.
Right, which makes you better in the end too, man.
Yeah,
If you guys,
absolutely.
You guys got challenging each other
Yeah.
because your
And
levels
he
keep
makes-
stacking up.
He makes me a better artist because he pushes me to like, especially vocally, like some notes that I never thought I could hit, and I get super nervous. And he's like, "All right, let's do it again. Like, I'll make you some tea. Like, you ready to go? Let's do it again." And
A delightful black tea
Yeah.
with a little bit of
oat milk.
freshly squeezed oat milk. Freshly
Freshly pressed.
squeezed oat
Oat
milk
milk.
in the morning
From the tit of the oat.
from the tea. Oh yes.
Oh my god.
Deserves my own.
Everybody put your wayhos in the chat.
Yeah.
Elbows in the chat.
Oh my god.
Now, stepping a little bit away from the music.
Yes.
And a little bit more about yourself.
Mhm.
We heard you do a really great Toad impression.
Wait, from Mario?
And
Oh no, we need to hear this.
I would love, we would love,
You gotta give people a headphone warning. Yeah, headphone
if you could do this. We have been warned.
Reverse ASMR.
This could get a wee bit loud.
So there was this time.
Oh yeah, give us a little background on it too, please.
So when that whole Toad singing Chandelier meme came out, that's when I started doing it. So I know Daniel fucking told you this.
I don't know what you're talking about.
So every now and again when we're driving in the car, there will be a song playing, and he'll piss me off with the Carl Weezer impression.
Oh.
And, well, not he won't piss me off. He'll just start doing that, and I'm just listening to the song. I'm like, dear God, like, how can I get him back for this? And then one of his favorite songs will be playing, and I'll just go in with my Toad impression. I can't do it without some music playing.
Somebody please give her some
Like-
music. Toad Shan.
Sorry.
Chandelier.
see it.
If I see,
Oh, we need to hear this.
We probably should put it.
just like hold
If
on.
you could bring it over here, Vec. We have Vec.
We got Beck in the house.
Shout out to Man Wolfie. Recently employed. Recently employed. Recently employed.
Where's Wolfie? At work.
He's making money.
Oh my god.
Bring it closer to Mike.
Bring it just a smidge closer to the mic. if
Oh,
you
we're getting
would.
an early performance, guys.
Oh,
I need pure focus because
everybody turn your back. Turn your back. Everybody shut up and turn around.
oh my gosh. All right, guys, here's my monologue for the day. Party girls, don't get hurt, can't feel anything. When will I learn? Push it down and push it down.
Yo, that happened on stream.
Thank you for that.
Oh, we haven't even gotten to the chorus yet. Hold up.
We gotta get this.
Everybody, hold on. There's more.
1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh man, July.
She's hitting the right notes too. It's like not
I'm
even
sorry
like.
to all my headphone users out there.
She texted me. She said, "I'm thoroughly entertained."
We're entertaining the people.
Yes, thank you.
You're finally hitting the sweet spot that you've been looking for.
Oh shit.
Oh man.
That's all it took.
Okay.
Easy money. Community is
Very easily to entertain.
And that will be on the internet forever. I'm leaving my carbon footprint.
We're gonna clip
Yeah, we're gonna clip the shit out of that. What y'all missed this last Sunday on Holographic Sessions.
That's on y'all for missing this live.
Oh my god.
Oh man. Okay.
There's another question from the chat.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Question from the
Sure.
chat, if you don't mind.
Question from the chat.
Hey, chat. What do you got to say, chat?
Which chat? Twitter?
Hello,
YouTube?
it's Frank back with
Yes.
updates from the chat.
Yes.
Gumboy2000 said favorite music video.
Oh.
Of mine or somebody else's.
Please specify, Gumboy.
I don't have.
Well,
any
you know
of
what?
mine
Answer
yet.
both.
Yeah.
I
The answer to that question is yes.
Oh my god. I actually don't have any.
I was gonna
of
say,
my
do you
own.
have like a official video?
If any videographers are out there, and
We know a couple
I
people.
mean-
We know a couple.
Cammy in the chat.
You
Hello,
out there,
guys.
Cammy?
Claudia would love to work with y'all.
shit, I'm trying to think off the top of my head. I really like the ones that tell stories, with the music. So it's not just them, jamming out or singing the song and doing whatever. I like the storytelling music videos, and that's what I am trying to lean towards.
Oh, I
So
can tell.
Birthday Party was so hard to video for because going off track with this one. Sorry, Enrique. She's gonna be waiting. With Birthday Party, I was like, oh, I want to be like Melanie Martinez. A lot of her music videos are like storytelling. Like for Pity Party, that's kind of what I wanted to base Birthday Party's music video off of. And I bought the fake blood and like dresses and
wow.
everything. And I also wanted to shoot part of it at a Chuck E. Cheese, so I could just be crying
In
in a Chuck E. Cheese.
Yo, real talk, Claudia should talk to Cammy.
I think so because
You guys will make dope videos.
Cause
Cammy, we're gonna connect you.
yeah, because I
Chuck
need
E. Cheese, Cammy.
trying to tie my shoe. It's bugging me. But I'd say a lot of I was watching a lot of Melanie Martinez music videos. I don't watch music videos all too often, but I'd say in terms of like her art style, the way she tells stories and everything, I feel like that's kind of the direction I'm leaning towards, and I really love her music videos a lot. And Lady Gaga's too. When I was younger, I shouldn't have been watching any of these when I was like 8 to 10 years old, but hers were also really great
Influenced
too.
you.
Yeah, choreography, storyline, everything was just phenomenal.
I have another update from the chat. Cammy says, I would love to work on that. Are you kidding me? I love Melanie. LOL.
That's awesome.
Nice.
There you go.
That's awesome.
you
What for your very first video that you're eventually going to make with Cammy? What song would you choose to put out first as a music video? Because while Birthday Party is amazing,
Yes.
you have hashtag just another heater waiting around the corner.
A banger followed by just another banger.
Well, for a while go there. I wanted to also do a music video for back then. And at the time, my friends at the time, they were really like they were also in theater, and one of them is a director. And I was like, okay, let's make something happen. I always have a vision in my head for how I want things to go.
That's good.
But I just never have the opportunity to get it out there. So there's a song that we're working on right now. There's actually like 3 right now, but for one of them, it's another sad one, believe it or not.
Get out.
Yeah, I know, shocker. Spoiler alert. That I want to like have scene of me like crying in the shower or like and driving, screaming along to it, and I haven't thought of it all completely yet. I don't know if you know which one yet, but that's fine. Yeah.
Do you have a name for this song?
Alone.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, driving in the car screaming to a song that's named Alone sounds.
Oh, that's me.
That sounds about right.
So keep your eyes and ears out for that one.
What
Coming out 2024 if we can.
if all goes to
I
plan.
promise it'll be out this year.
Jay, you have a question, sir?
Yeah, just another quick one. What would be a dream collaboration for you?
Oh my god. There's so many of them.
That is an amazing
I have
question.
a list of dream collaborations.
Who's at the top of that?
Expose it.
Expose thyself.
If he was alive, Freddie Mercury, but
Oh,
That would be cool.
Billie Eilish definitely, just the way her voice. I've been told by my mom specifically, oh, this reminds me a lot of Billie Eilish, like her voice, and just like her tone and mood. Miley
see that.
Cyrus is also at the top of that list. My top 3: Billie Eilish, Miley Cyrus, and
Celine Dion.
That's too old.
Avril Lavigne.
I definitely I want to work with a lot of I want to branch out into rock at some point too, so I
that'd be
definitely
cool.
would love to collaborate with Dance Gavin Dance one day.
Okay.
His voice is just out of this world, insane, fantastic.
That's awesome. That is a great list of people. It looks like we might have another chat question
Yes.
as well.
Gumboy 2000 says leak the name. Hashtag leak the name.
The name.
I think
I think
the
that
song.
was from earlier. Of
Oh,
the
for
song,
the
yeah.
song alone.
Missing a few.
Oh, so yeah, I'm
Oh,
not
wow.
seeing those.
We do have says who's this? Miriam Mello says tell Claudia Mama is so proud but never do that toad again.
Mom is not a fan of Toad.
I love you, Mom.
We also have in the chat, it's young Gerald. Love you, Claudia. She's all in one wedding package.
Oh my God! Does that
that's-
mean I'm singing at your wedding?
Oh, Adam and Jesse was like,
Spoiler
Kevin,
alert.
can you sing at the wedding? And I was like, I thought I'd be in the wedding.
I actually have sang at a wedding before.
Oh,
I was
really?
actually
Okay,
asked to
tell us a
sing.
little about that.
I was asked to sing the bride in, like as she was walking down the aisle.
Oh, wow.
Their first dance and the father-daughter dance, and then a couple of other songs that she had me do too.
Do you
And I
remember
was,
what the songs were?
for her walking down the aisle was Yes by Demi Lovato. Then their first dance was a mashup of Perfect by Ed Sheeran and All About Us by He Is We.
Okay.
And then the father-daughter dance was Somewhere Over the Rainbow, What a Wonderful World. Can't pronounce his last name, but it's by Israel.
Yeah.
You know.
The big gentleman that plays the ukulele
Yes.
who's no longer with us.
Rest
R.I.P.
in
He's
Yeah.
a beautiful voice.
Yes.
I would imagine that might be a dream collaboration if he was still alive as well.
Yeah.
That'd be
definitely.
cool. Did we have one more from Frank?
No,
I
sir.
see you looking at your phone. Just
No,
wanna make sure.
I'm
You're
just
keeping
modding.
Okay. Well, we've also been told that you had an exorcism performed on you. Would you mind giving us a little
Wait,
background on that
hold
story?
on. Exorcism?
An
So-
exorcism.
I wouldn't call it an exorcism exactly, but that's the term that I use for it every now and again because
Okay.
that's what it felt like. It was back when I was having all my church friends.
Mhm.
One of them was having a birthday at Chili's.
Mhm.
Chili's and Tracy.
Exorcism at
baby back
Chili's.
ribs.
That's the
Exorcism at
best
Chili's.
place to get an exorcism.
And her mom was there, and her mom. God, this is awful.
And
her
a side of ribs.
Her mom was there, and she's a very, very religious woman. And so she was talking to me, and I was just kind of opening up to her about my mental health and just my, my love life and everything. And she's like, you know what? you need to stop letting these men have control of your life. I'm like, oh, that's not what I'm telling you, but okay. And then she calls everybody, hey guys, let's gather around Claudia and pray over her. And then she puts her hands on my shoulders as she's like clawing into my shoulder blades.
She's trying to claw the
and
demon
she's
out of
like pushing me down. I woke up with my shoulder super sore the next morning. She's like, I pray you never let a man put her hands on her again. Lord Jesus.
While she abuses you.
And everybody is like, I have two of my friends that were there. They were looking at me, and I was actually like super pissed off. I look back at it now, and it's hilarious. But they were looking at me, and they messaged me afterwards. And then the one friend whose birthday it was also chimed in on said prayer. So that was not my finest moment. But now that I look back, I'm like, this is actually kind of funny.
You got to look back at those traumatizing
Haven't been back to that
experiences.
Chili's in like. Well, that happened 2018, 2019.
Oh, yeah, I
so
would never go back to that
I've
Chili's.
not been to that Chili's. I've
Shit,
been to
I
the,
might burn
I
down
might
that
not go to
Chili's.
Chili's anymore.
I've been to the Livermore Chili's, but not that Chili's.
They just let that shit happen? There's
Yeah, no, needless to say, I left maybe like 30 seconds after the prayer ended. Yeah, no, it was not a fun time.
And then she went to an Applebee's because, she's still hungry.
$2 margarita.
Yeah, now she's set tripping.
Oh my god.
So you said you were on TikTok for a little bit.
Yeah.
Have a dance on TikTok? Is that correct? I heard it
Everybody
was something called
does.
the cricket.
Oh my god.
Hi, welcome to
So-
Chili's. I see that in the chat. That's one of my favorite vines.
So
Shout out to you.
it's no surprise that I indulge in, every now and again.
As a Bay Arean,
And as
it's
if
natural.
as a 420 baby too.
Oh,
I
yeah,
feel like
that
it's
as
a
well.
staple. Like I kind of have to.
Wait, you were born on 420?
Yes,
She
sir.
was.
Blaze it! What?
But every now and again, there was this one thing that I posted a little while ago. The Donkey Kong Country theme song, the original one from the Super Nintendo console, was just stuck in my head forever. And every
Okay.
time I'm high, that's like the one song that I play, and it just puts me in a good mood. The cricket, I don't know how to describe it, but basically I'm just like, I can't even describe it. My back is like,
Don't worry, we have it on video to show everybody.
Hey!
No, I'm just kidding. You don't have to describe it. Kyle, bring it on up. I'm just kidding.
But-
We ain't got that.
It sounds like an exorcism.
basically like, yeah, it's.
Chili's actually.
Oh my god.
With extra barbecue sauce.
Like the second she started praying over me, just
She blessed the cricket into you when she was squeezing your
Yeah.
shoulder so tight.
no, I don't know how I discovered I could do that, but just one day I was like, I'm just gonna let me see what I can do, and yeah, that's just my staple. It's my staples. TikTok,
Follow her on TikTok to see the
CLDML.
video.
Yeah,
Yeah, fine. What's your TikTok?
CLDML.
All right, you heard it here, people.
It's my
Go
first-
find that.
First and last name, no vowels on almost everything except Twitter. It's CLDML_.
Okay.
So yeah.
Well, since you just mentioned Donkey Kong, that also goes right into my next question. You love video games, or
Yeah.
at least you love some video games.
Yeah.
What are some of your favorite games besides Donkey Kong? Obviously,
Soul Calibur. That franchise was a really good one.
Soul Calibur was amazing.
Growing up, that was like the only game I would play as a kid. My aunt also had a Super Nintendo and a GameCube, so I would play on those constantly. Mario Party was one of my favorites.
That's ended friendships here.
Yep. Oh yeah, no, it's my boyfriend playing Mario Party is the funniest thing.
Why? What happens?
Well, he's always like He's gets pissed about the bonus stars. He
Oh,
doesn't get pissed.
don't we
but
all?
Facts, though. Facts.
He's like, this is bullshit. Like,
There's no rhyme or reason
it's
to it.
rigged.
people.
It's rigged. And I'm like, yeah, I mean, if I win, it's not rigged. If he wins, it's not rigged. But if anyone else wins, it's rigged.
It's rigged. Well, it was
But-
rigged in his favor for that moment,
But
but
Mario Kart.
we don't like to admit that when we win.
But I did play a lot of Super Mario growing up too on the Super Nintendo, so that was really fun. And then I had Soul Calibur, which was my first like actual big girl game when I was 6 years old. My mom, one of my mom's exes, he had the original Xbox and the PS2, so I would play the first Soul Calibur 2 and 3. And then I just went down a rabbit hole after 4 came out when we got our PS3, and I was just playing 4 and 5. And I did like a whole, I gave myself a whole history lesson on it. I was like, oh yeah, it used to be Soul Blade on the arcade.
Oh wow.
Like,
You're teaching me something here.
Oh,
I
yeah.
didn't know that actually.
but I wouldn't say I'm like a gamer, but I do like to play
But
video
you
games
do
every now
play
and then.
it
Yeah.
like relieves
But I've
stress.
played every single Soul
I
Calibur
like-
game.
Yeah, just play and learn the history of it and like the can. Who was your main in
It's
Soul
just-
Calibur?
Taki.
Oh,
Taki.
that makes sense.
Okay,
That's it.
okay.
I have another question related
From
to
the
video games
chat.
in the chat.
Chat. let me
Ask
hear it.
Claudia about Mario Kart.
So what about Mario Kart?
They also say can't win at Mario Kart.
What
Yeah,
about you
no.
can't not being able to win at Mario Kart? Do we need to know about?
It's a family thing. So.
It's a family thing. We're gonna keep that in the family. folks.
So, well, it's not like keeping it in the family, but I'm not that great. I try my best, but sometimes when it's the 4 screen, I get confused as to what screen I'm on. So I'll be
Same.
looking at someone else's screen,
Same.
and I'll be in a ditch somewhere, like on my thing. So I always start in like first or second, and then somehow I end up very last or like third to last. So it's just I do it for
that's
the fun.
tough too. At least Mario
it-
Kart is a
yeah.
lot more forgiving than Mario Party.
Yes.
So
I cannot play Mario Kart. I can't do it. I suck at it. Yeah.
it will. Especially like now that they brought back the N64 one. Oof.
Yeah, it's
People
actually
are gonna
not
be
ported
fighting.
well to the Switch.
No, it's not.
Yeah. Mario Tennis though.
That's a good game. Y'all should hop on that.
Was my yeah, me and my girl.
Y'all still together? Because I feel if me and my girl played Mario Kart consistently, we'd probably be broken up.
We'd probably be broken up.
She's 50-50.
That's a good relationship.
We both got pretty good during the pandemic, so we're both. She kicks my ass sometimes, and we're both like in top 3, like anytime. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
That's a healthy relationship.
Relationship advice from producers too, man.
Do you find that any of the games you've played have influenced any of your music ever?
I wouldn't say so. At least not yet, anyways.
Not yet, anyways.
We have another question.
Yeah.
Hold on,
Uh,
we got a heater in the chat.
So we got a heater in the chat from It's Young Gerald. Thank you, Gerald. Have you ever sang a song in a hot dog outfit?
Motherfucker.
Gerald, thank you for that.
Shout
I
out,
was
Gerald.
not privy to this information, or I would have asked myself as well.
I was trying
Please give us a story about the
trying to
hot
put that
dog
behind
scene.
me. So I worked.
I never heard that.
There's a reason for that, Mark. So I worked at a daycare, boarding, grooming place for dogs, cats, pets, all that, for a year. And we had like a Super Bowl event thing that we did. And my boss at the time, he had the bright idea of having live music for the dogs. Not even for the people, but for the dogs. So he asked me,
All about the dogs kind of guy.
yeah. well, yo! But
Joe Byron.
we had. What's up, baby? Take me out to dinner. We had.
You sang a song dressed as a glizzy?
Yes. Yeah. I had one of my coworkers at the time. She had a hot dog costume in the trunk of her car. I was like, how funny would it be if I just put this on and just wore it the rest of the day? Because it's Super Bowl. It's our Super Bowl little party thing.
Mhm.
So I was just wearing a normal, like, just my regular work clothes, and like, you know what? I'll just spruce it up. So we had the karaoke machine out and everything. I forgot what serious song I sang, but I know at one point I sang WAP.
Yes.
And the video is still there somewhere. Not on the
Please tell me
daycare's-
you had a little dance to it as well. Like
I
you did
did.
cricket or something.
Not the cricket. Not the cricket. I twerked the best I could in that hot dog costume, though.
Twerking hot dog.
He's like Tina from
All these things I never thought about
Being interviewed
talked.
about?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what this show's all about.
Oh, boy.
We try to bring the past up that you do.
Thanks, Gerald.
We're trying to bring the past that you're trying to run away from back to you.
We try to make you face your past.
It's fine. It's okay. I'm an open book, kind of.
Kind of. But that chapter's fairly close, so let's move on.
And now we can say goodbye to no more hot dog gigs.
No one thinks.
No more hot dog gigs. Now tonight you're performing a total of 5 songs for us,
Yes.
including your new single "Birthday Party."
Mhm.
Give us a little background on what "Birthday Party" is about, where it came from, Who fucked up your birthday?
Who hurt you?
Yeah.
A lot of
Who
people.
hurt you specifically that you needed this song to be made?
Well, it was a lot. It was kind of written about a lot of people. I had my birthday.
Wait, was Chili's your birthday?
No.
Okay.
No,
good.
no. God, no. First of all, I wouldn't have my birthday at a Chili's. Yeah, no. I
I had to
can
make
you
sure. I had to make
imagine?
sure. I was like, what, that's what that song was about?
Well, no, but I had like a group of friends at the time, and there was a lot of things going on. And they kind of were just like, oh well, if you don't kind of shape up, we don't really want to hang out with you. But if you do, then we'll celebrate your birthday. Like we'll do something really big for you. And
Conditional
they
friends.
They never did. They never did.
What is
Everybody
that?
just kind of like fizzled me out, and then I finished writing it when my old coworkers that I was friends with also fizzled me out in a really shitty way too. So it was kind of just about buddy that kind
Damn.
of fucked me over in those couple months. And when
It
I
was just a
writing it.
couple months span.
Yeah,
too?
it was like from April to like September, October.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Successful people start losing friends for a reason. It's like they all fall off because they weren't really your friends in the first place.
They brought out the worst in me too, which was another thing.
Well,
So
yeah, you don't want to be around those kinds of
I
people.
I look back at it now and I'm like, I feel a lot happier than I was at this time last year. And I feel like I'm in a really good place, and I know some really good
Good.
people now, and I'm surrounding myself with a lot of positive energy. That's all I can really.
You want to surround yourself with people who are like-minded at the
Yeah.
very
Big
least.
shout out to that.
Yeah. Big shout out. Mental health. Big
Hell
shout out
yeah.
to mental health.
Mental health.
Mental health. Oh, yes, Jay.
So, do you think those hard times are why you write so many sad songs?
Yeah.
Okay.
100%. Yes.
Do you think that you'll still have a supply of those songs that you can do in the future, like after you're done getting all those?
Oh, 100%.
Oh,
We're still working on some stuff that I like about things that I was feeling maybe like when I was 14, 15. So there's still
There's
like
still a few years left to
I-
go through.
Yeah, exactly. It's just the beginning. But I can still tap into a lot of that, and I have a bunch of stuff written down still from when I was like around that time too. So it's definitely gonna be in my mind, even no matter where I'm at. I'm always gonna take inspiration from what I've done and experienced. So yeah.
Yeah, well, it's good to have like-minded people around you. Like I was saying, it's gonna guide you in the direction you're gonna go.
Yeah.
Everybody's gonna encourage you to do what you thought that you weren't able to do, or you're kind of like insecure about. Because being an artist, you are your biggest critic.
Exactly.
I say this every holographic sessions. You are your biggest critic.
Yep.
No one else is harder on you than you. That's kind of shows with how long you are dedicated to basically perfecting each song that you do.
Yeah, it's for the Reflections EP. It took over a year to finish the Reflections EP.
Oh,
4
wow.
songs for a whole year. Just because I was going back and forth, like I don't like this, and when I was working with Eric, he was like, "Oh yeah, it sounds good," but to me, I was like, "Well, I don't want good. I want great. I want better."
Mm,
And that's why I love working with Mark too, because it's always like, "Yeah, that was good, but it can be a lot better."
right.
So he pushes me
There's
to
no such thing as good enough.
exactly. So
Well,
That's a good encouragement.
eventually there is.
Yeah.
Well, no, wait, good.
I did draw that line, right?
Yeah, but it doesn't
After,
feel
like-
like it.
after like mix 6 of yeah, it's all good. Yeah.
Yeah, but you're not saying that's good enough. You're saying that's it. That's great.
Yeah, more confident.
That's the one. Yeah, you never say it's good enough because it's not necessarily
Yeah.
productive.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Luckily, I've been working with her long enough now to know, I was like, I know her voice. I know it's like, oh, okay, you can do this better.
Mhm.
Like, it's more of that than
Yeah, then
Criticizing.
anything. Yeah, then
Yeah.
well, that's not. That's not even criticizing. It's just like I know you're better
yeah.
than this.
I try to
Like,
be more encouraging.
You,
than-
Yeah.
you don't.
And
That's
it
not.
definitely
That doesn't
helps.
sound like your
It helps
voice.
a lot
Yeah.
too.
Oh
Because
yeah.
a lot of producers kind of, I would just watch the Janet documentary, like Jimmy Jam's like, that's not it. It's like, dude, like, it's like,
That is
chill out,
not
man.
it.
Like, yeah. So
She's just
uh,
sitting in the back in the studio.
yeah,
in the,
no,
in
she
the
walked
booth
out.
crying.
Like she had to come back the next day or something, and I would never want to make anyone feel.
No, never. Yeah.
So, she's really good at what she does. And, like I said, she helps me produce better. Like, it's like, oh, these songs are great. Now I got to really do some cool shit with this. Or
Right.
else-
And we're the same way. Like we pick on each other a fucking lot. we're always making fun of each other, making each other
much.
a little too much, sometimes hurting each other's feelings. But when it comes to this stuff, we're always encouraging each other, and we're always like-minded in these fashions. So it's good to be there when you're with other people. So,
Absolutely, it's good to have people like that.
absolutely, absolutely. You'll also be performing a song called "Honest," which, if I'm being honest, is one of your best songs.
Honest is the one.
That is honestly.
So fun thing about Honest. Oh yeah. About that.
Hey, well, about that.
About the remix. I am working on a different version of Honest right
Okay,
now, and
is
I'm
it called "Lying"?
No, it's still Honest.
Oh my god, dude.
It's still Honest, but it's a different sound than
Okay.
what it is. I don't want to give away too much, but I talked to a couple people about it, and they're pretty excited. So, I told Mark about it. And he's like, "Yeah, this would be sick. We could do this." And I have a couple of other people that would be willing to help out with it too. So it's just a different sound than what I usually go for, and it's what I want to go for in the future. So
Awesome. Well, I'm excited for that. Can you give us a little bit of details of where "Honest" came from, what that's about? Like, is there a backstory behind that one?
Yes. So there was this friend. I was friends with them for like years and years and years.
Mhm.
And it was just kind of, I felt like very insecure around them a lot.
Mhm.
Even though I was with them like all the time, and it was maybe started like 2020. A lot of that was really coming to light, like my insecurities. Sometimes I was kind of envious of her. And there was a friend that I introduced her to, and then they started hanging out all the time, and they kind of fizzled me out. And when I confronted her about it, we had a big blowout, big fight.
Mhm.
And that's when I called up Eric, and I was like, "Can you make me a sad beat right now?" And
I have all the inspiration I need.
I was like, "Please!" And that's where Honest came from. And yeah, it really took no time at all with that one. That one came really quickly.
Well, I'll tell you what, I couldn't tell that didn't take any time. That felt like it was dedicated just as much as "Birthday Party." You also have "Stars," which has a great message, never giving up and
Yeah.
rising up, as you say, because we'll always be stars. I really believe that if you keep this up, you could be a very big star as well. So
Thank you.
definitely
Yeah.
want you to stay encouraged and keep moving forward with this.
Thank you so much.
What is going on with you at the time you were writing this song?
So I wrote it about a friend of mine. He's also wanting to be an actor too. So
Okay.
that's where it kind of came from. I forgot where the whole message of stars came from initially, but there's a line in the song. It may not be easy, but it will be worth it. He actually got me a bracelet for Christmas that had that engraved on the back of it. And so that was really, like, that's what pushed me to kind of write it a little bit more. And we would have conversations and stuff about where we want to see ourselves in terms of our success. And so I wrote "Stars" as kind of like a message, like, hey, like, don't give up. This is like, we're gonna make it.
That's awesome.
And we're gonna be seeing each other at the top.
That's awesome. That's a great place to be with your friends. You're also, excuse me. You also have no. Somebody give me water, please. Nobody's Favorite is another heater that you'll be performing tonight, and it's definitely one of my top 3 of your songs.
Thank
"Honest," "Birthday Party," then "Nobody's Favorite" for me. What is the song about, and what does it mean to you?
Basically, it's just about being drunk and alone at a party with a bunch of people around, and you don't really have a lot of like friends, or you know people, but you don't really know them. They're not really hanging
Right.
out with you. You're kind of just off in the corner by yourself.
Told you about
But yeah, Nobody's Favorite. I wrote, that was the first song that I ever like did, like recorded and released. And I was going to a lot of friends' parties at the time, and that was always the case. Like, I was just getting drunk, and then I would find myself in the corner at one point just by myself, and
Yeah.
just
Have you kind of found yourself to be more like, what's the word? Like hanging out with a lot of people?
Introverted?
Introverted. Thank you.
not necessarily. In some ways, yes. But I do love people. Like, I love to spend time with people. I feed off of people's energies.
Good on you, because I hate people.
And you're the host.
No, you guys are great.
Oh, shit.
But these guys over here, they all fucking suck.
That it's something that I really want to do is work with people and reach out to people and
Yeah.
connect with them. I work in customer service right now. I'm like a receptionist, front desk sales, and I see the same people every day, 5 days a week, and it's just great to connect with them and
That's
just
good.
understand who they are.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't say I'm introverted. In some cases, yes. If I go to a place and I don't know anybody, it's definitely hard for me to open up, and
Feels
I
a
get
little bit more anxious.
exactly.
Yeah.
But
Shout out to Joy Yoga.
Shout out to Joy Yoga. Get your yoga on.
Get your
Yeah,
yoga
get your
on,
yoga on.
people.
but I
Trying to know where that came
I definitely want to continue with that because I've been studying psychology for a little while now in college.
Oh, cool. Good luck with that.
I'm working on getting my bachelor's in arts.
Oh, awesome.
And I want to go into HR at some point in the future. Whatever comes first, music or HR, just I'll still pursue music, but I definitely want it to come first before HR, if
Oh,
anything.
yeah.
But if I have to go that far into an actual career, like where I'm sitting at a desk and working on shit, HR would probably be the best option for me. Cause
Take it from somebody who works in HR that's a musician. Go with the music.
well, the problem is the last 2 jobs I had before this one lacked an HR department. The HR department was the owners, and it was a small business. So if you had a problem with the owners, you couldn't really say shit.
Yeah.
So part of me wanting to go into HR is because of the horrible experiences I had at my last couple jobs.
You want to be the better HR that.
Exactly.
You want to be the HR you want to see in people.
Exactly. Yeah.
I have
We got,
another.
we got a couple more questions.
Yeah, I have a question from the chat from Cami. So my little sister, who does videos, is also a theater kid. She does musical theater. So she asks, "Are you in theater or musical theater, or did you do
I
musical?"
did a little bit of both. Yeah.
Nice.
I didn't do any shows at my last college, but I did a lot of shows in high school. More specifically, I did Shakespeare in the Park, 2016.
Cool.
And apparently they're bringing that back this year, so I'm really looking forward to that. I'm super excited whenever the director decides to drop the details.
Where-
That'll be awesome.
Where are you going to school right now?
I was going to Las Positas.
Lost
College.
Potential! UCBC.
I was just gonna say UCB.
University of California behind Costco. I also attended this
Yeah,
school.
I was there for like 3 years. Yeah, I was there for 3 years. The theater department there is amazing. They're phenomenal. They're doing a show right now. It's going up at the end of the month. High Fidelity. They're fantastic. I love each and every one of those people still. Even though I'm not really in contact with anybody. But I definitely, theater is one of my many loves as well. And I think when I was a kid, I just wanted to act. I wanted to be on TV. I wanted to be in movies. But I also wanted to be on stage. I wanted to be performing. I want to do all of this. So it's,
Well, you keep this up, you're
Crazy
going to
work.
definitely make that happen.
yeah, at
This
some
is
point. I
one of
want to be, because, like, I hate to bring her up constantly, but Lady Gaga, like, she's a fantastic musician,
Absolutely.
amazing actress,
Absolutely.
fantastic.
Yeah. Jay, I believe you had a question before
Oh yeah,
we
just
move on.
another random one. What would have to happen in your career for you to consider yourself successful?
Ooh, that is a deep,
Damn,
deep question.
Yo, shout out Jay.
I think Jay should host the next one.
You know, only reason I ask that is because we all have different concepts of
Yeah.
success. I mean, I have to be a millionaire, this, that, and the third. Some people's very,
Oh,
just
yeah, that's a good
practical, it's
question,
normal
yeah.
stuff.
Honestly, I just want to be happy with where I'm at. Right now, I'm content, but I'm not. I know I can do better, and I know I can be better. I know I can be in a better place. I know I can do bigger. I can be bigger. I don't know. I definitely don't want to say numbers. Numbers wouldn't be anything. Just as long as I can reach out to people, connect with them, and I can make people feel. Like, that's all
Make
I
a
want.
change in someone's
Yeah.
life.
Just touch people. That's all I want to. Not in the creepy way, but like.
Yeah, to
Yeah,
clarify
essentially, it's
that.
not very COVID safe to
Yeah,
just
I
go
know.
touching random people.
But I would.
Well, yeah, it's a lot easier to accomplish. I mean, you could.
I would.
I've been touched by your children. I'm pretty sure I touched them.
But I would say honestly, I would know when I get there. That's what I'll say right now. I'll know when I get there.
Yeah. Don't know what it is, but you know when you get there. What would you have for us, Ruffalo?
There's a question on chat asking about your 10th birthday.
Oh, you had a 10th birthday in a limo.
Is that my mom asking?
Yes, your mom asked.
Your mom wants to know, how was your 10th birthday in a limo?
It was fantastic. Yeah, I don't talk to any of these people anymore, but it was pretty fun. Like for once, I felt like I had like friends.
Oh, that's cool.
And people actually liked me, but I think they only really liked me because my mom got the fucking limo.
Does the limo?
Yeah, but it was still a pretty fun time. That was.
What'd you guys end up doing? Did you just ride around
We
that
went
mall?
bowling. Yeah,
Oh,
we went bowling.
hell yeah. Big bowler. What you
One
got
more,
for us, Jay?
one more. Just because we were talking about you being an actress, like if both of those lanes opened up for you and you had to choose one,
Ooh.
Acting
Hashtag
or
just
music.
another heater. Hashtag just another heater.
Well, I would say definitely music, because if I can still make music videos and I'm able to portray a character, I can still find a way to do both if even just choosing one. So
yeah, cheating the system.
exactly.
Unless you
Loophole.
get the musical theme.
Yeah.
Found a loophole for
You
that
found
one.
a loophole. Well, all right, we're going to get you right into the music. Everybody, please hold on. We're going to be seeing Claudia Melo in just a moment perform a few of those songs that I just mentioned, and we're going to have a good time. Everybody stick
Oh,
around.
yeah.
Thank you for coming out. No, y'all should stick
Grab
around.
your tissues. Grab
Oh, yeah, grab some tissues.
grab tissues, a blanket.
Yes. Make sure you're sitting. Please. Are you sitting down, please?
It's gonna be like the end of the Selena movie.
All right, welcome back, everybody, to the Holographic Sessions. We are now going to introduce Claudia Melo.
Never had a birthday party, I'm forced to celebrate alone. When it comes to everybody else, I'm the first one on the phone to plan shit out. But I'm tired now. My friend said we don't wanna see you until you go and get some help. It's been a few months since my birthday, I have no one around, they shut me out. Don't need these party hats now. And I'm trying to come to terms with it. I tell myself they're never coming back. But still, I just don't get it, how all my friends can just turn their backs like that. I don't know how else to say this, but I'm feeling so frustrated. My messages get left unread. I don't know why I even send. Don't know how else to say this, but I don't know if I can take it. It hurts too much, I can't fake it. Guess I don't know when to quit. I guess I don't know when to quit. Never had a birthday party, no, I don't know what it's like. My friend said we are gonna throw you one to celebrate your life. Psych, I wish I knew, like all my other friends do. And if I have a birthday party, I won't know who to invite. All my friends have up and left me here. I didn't get a chance to fight, no boo. You don't need them like they need you. I've already come to terms with it. I just told myself they weren't coming back. And I guess that's alright with me, 'cause who the fuck would want some friends like that? I don't know how else to say this. I'm feeling so frustrated. My messages get left unread. Don't know why I even send. Don't know how else to say this, but I don't know if I can take it. It hurts too much, I can't fake it. Guess I don't know when to quit. Guess I don't know when to quit. Never had a birthday party, always celebrate alone. But when it came to everybody else, I was the first one on the phone to plan not doing that, no, no.
Oh, shit. Fuck yeah. Back then.
Empty red solo cup in hand. I'm 18, don't know what I'm doing. Driving in the dark around town, but the driver is nowhere to be found. Spent 3 years, got empty bottles in my hands. I'm 21, still don't know what I'm doing. On the freeway, it's already 5 a.m. But I don't think I'm going home yet. I know this shit don't make sense. I am aware of my mistakes, but I'll make them all again. And I still don't understand why all my friends just come and go. And I know I'll never know, no, no, no. I know this shit don't make sense. I miss the nights I don't remember. All the tears, all the laughs, all the times I chose to sever down the road. Oh, I know things will never, ever, ever get back to where they were back. I know this shit don't make sense. I know this shit. Don't make sense. I fall in love way too fucking fast. I'm 16 and I'm thinking it will last. 'Cause that boy seemed pretty fucking nice. But I probably should have thought twice. It's been 5 years and I think I'm doing fine. And I'm 21, found the love of my life. So far, I think it's going well. I just hope he stays through heaven and hell. I know this shit don't make sense. I am aware of my mistakes, but I'll make them all again. And I still don't understand why all my friends just come and go. And I know I'll never know, no, no. I know this shit don't make sense. I miss the nights I don't remember. All the tears, all the laughs, all the times I chose to sever down the road. Oh, I know things will never, ever, ever get back to where they were back. I was young, I was dumb, and I thought I knew shit. Now I'm older and grown, and I still don't know shit. Got a long way to go, and I'll be proud of it. Thought that things would get worse, but thank God they didn't. I know this shit don't make sense. I miss the nights I don't remember. All the tears, all the laughs, all the ties I chose to sever down the road. Oh, I know things will never, ever, ever get back to where they were back then.
Oh, hell yeah.
Did you mean what you said when you said you loved me? Did you mean what you said when you said you never leave? I'm a mess, I'll admit it, but I don't deserve this. Don't you know the shit you do is always gonna sting? Be honest with me, am I not in your plan? 'Cause if you don't want me, I think I understand. I'm so damn tired, I'm always fucking sad. Are you a real one or something of the past? Am I not worth your time? I'm not even second best. And you know, when I'm alone, that shit gets in my head. Be honest with me, am I not in your plan? 'Cause if you don't want me, I think I understand. I'm so damn tired, I'm always fucking sad. Are you a real one or something of the past? I guess I'm a mess, to be honest. I've tried way too hard to hide how I feel. Again, I'm sad, I'll admit it. But you never really seem to care.
I'm not crying, you're crying.
Started. All alone in a crowded room. Don't know how, but it's nothing new. I me, myself, and I all night long. Solitude, a familiar face. Loneliness doesn't go away. I'm feeling like I should just go home. But I don't cry about it anymore. 'Cause no one cares, that I'm sure. I'm in a room filled with just strangers' faces. We never mind, I feel it now. Someone please just get me out. No, my God, this feeling's dangerous. If anything else, I'm sorry for getting too trashed at this party. I'm just not used to going out much. There's nobody here that knows me, and I've never felt so lonely. 'Cause I've never been someone's favorite. Sights a blur, head's a mess. Say hello, I'll try my best. See a bunch of red on the floor. Where are my friends? Where I forgot they'd rather be somewhere I'm not. I'm contemplating walking out that door. If anything else, I'm sorry for getting too trashed at this party. I'm just not used to going out much. There's nobody here that knows me, promise you don't call my phone till you see something's wrong and you think I'm gone. Just leave me alone. Wait, no, please don't go. Can you please take me home? I can't go on my own. If anything else, I'm sorry for getting too trashed at this party. I'm just not used to going out nights. There's nobody here that knows me, and I've never felt so lonely, 'cause I've never been someone's favorite. I'm nobody's favorite. Yes, sir. I can do karaoke if y'all really want me to as well. I'll bring back Toe for this one. Got a crazy plan. I know that you're wanting. We're gonna take the world by storm. No, I don't know when, but it's gonna happen. And we'll be standing arm in arm. 'Cause we have all these plans, and we'll get to them. The city lights are waiting for us, and so are the stars. And we'll go far, oh boy, I know it. 'Cause we will be stars. Yes, indeed, my friend. We're gonna make it big. We're gonna see our names in lights. I know that everything seems crazy right now, but we ain't going down without a fight. 'Cause we have all these plans, and we'll get to them. But we won't forget where we began. The city lights are waiting for us, and so are the stars. And we'll go far, oh boy, I know it. 'Cause we will be stars. Talk about our dreams like you on the screen, me on the stage with all the fans screaming. My songs in your face will be all over the world someday, and people in the streets will be saying your lines from all of your films and getting them right. Oh, it's so, I know, we'll be bigger than we'll ever know. Oh, trust me when I say that you are a star. You're gonna go far, we're gonna go far. We're gonna be stars, it's gonna be hard. We're gonna make it, yes we are. It may not be easy, but it'll be worth it. It'll be worth it. 'Cause we have all these plans, and we'll get to them. But we won't forget where we began. The city lights are waiting for us, and so are the stars. And we'll go far, oh boy, I know it. 'Cause we will be stars. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Thank you.
That was fucking awesome. We really appreciate you coming out to the Holographic Sessions.
Thank you for having me.
We have chats. What we got out there? Oh, sorry.
Well, first of all, Miranda Kent is crying right now because of stars. He said it's the most inspiring thing ever. Let's see what else. I think that's pretty much it. Mostly from Miriam Mello, "Sing It Baby," but now said this palabra. I don't know. Palabras? That one? "Sing It Baby," but now said this palabras. Yeah, there's a lot here, but they're just supporting you. They love your show. So good job.
That was amazing.
Everybody, one more round of applause. Claudia, thank you for coming on. Everybody, check Birthday Party out on Spotify, Apple Music right now,
All that good shit, you know.
Amazon Music, Google Play. It's on every platform you could think of. We definitely want you to come back in the future when you make some more music, so please keep in touch with us. We loved it. This was a fucking amazing show. So everybody, thank you for coming out. I don't think I'm missing anything to end it out with, right? Follow us. Make sure you follow us on fucking all the pages that we have. Zanny_DeVito on IG. Find her on IG. Find Wave Gang. Twitch. You guys already know where we at on Twitch. We'll be back on Monday with other shit. It won't be music, but it won't be as good as this. So hopefully you guys come back and enjoy us as well. Yeah, you got anything you want to say?
I just want to thank you guys so much for having me. This really means a lot, and this is definitely a great experience. And I just appreciate you guys, and I appreciate everybody out there that tuned in. So thank you guys.
Yeah. Thank you, everybody. Good night. Good night and good luck.